was epic.
Ah!
That was some epic W supers shit right there.
Yeah.
I want to go out and have a fight.
Dude, I loved that. That was put together by Ahmed, right? Uh-oh, Justin. You're dead.
No.
We can't hear you. Your
Yeah.
whole shit is broke.
It was made by Ahmed.
Your whole...
I'm trying to beat Justin.
Oh.
I can't do it.
Well, the thing is, I pulled this out of my underwear and I put it in a blender, and it was just, what it lacked in the blender was the bass, right? So I gave it to Ahmed, and he took a bass and he put the bass in a blender as well and mixed it all up with the music.
That's the noise it made.
It's exactly what I wanted. Delicious.
That's what it sounds like when people way out of your timbre range try to do it.
How did you break your shit, Justin? I don't know. Okay, well, you have it's got Justin who successfully did something we have no idea. Nope, still no. We tested before this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, center everything on him.
I'm back, guys. It's me.
Okay, well, can you like sign for us? Can you translate and sign? That way you can still be part of the show. we need that. We need that.
But yeah, if anyone was
one group that Soundbooth Theater has failed to serve so far is the deaf, and so I think that Justin will be our key, our translator, our person to reach out to that community. Finally,
is this rumor true, Jeff? Camilla Rosecam says, "Holy crap, your hair grew." I don't believe that to be. Is that not fake news?
A little. It is not fake news. I can neither confirm nor deny. It is
for those of us who are ignorant who is who. I'm Jeff Hayes, and that's Ahmed Mahmoud.
Yes. Below was Mr. Francis Gary.
Mr. Gary Furlong. Francis Gary. Furlong, France? Okay. France. He was from France.
This is called the Technical Difficulties episode, where we investigate how Soundbooth Theater records with no sound.
Can do
sometimes it happens, in studio when our microphones completely explode.
Oh yeah, that has happened. Or you think you're recording from your microphone and it's actually your PC laptop, your laptop's fucking microphone because you took it out of the booth for a while. My hair's not as long as yours, Jeff, but it's on the way.
We're on our way to becoming the first hair audiobook troupe, like kind of like hair metal, So
longer than this, my hair does nothing.
Oh, really?
Sorry. Let's stop talking about hair.
It just stays that length. It never grows longer than that.
Hi guys, I'm back.
There we go.
Sometimes you just have to turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Foolproof.
Wink.
Yeah.
Hey, on that note, speaking of turning things on and off, this is, I think, going to be an 18+ episode.
Uh-oh.
I think it might be our first declared 18+ episode, even though technically we've had many. If we really look at the content, it's
shitball fuck.
18+.
Now 18+.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
See?
Yeah,
already.
Don't do it.
So I actually did. What do you remember? What scene we're doing for? Wait, we're not reading from Supers today.
We're not reading from Supers. We could actually. Yeah, we could. We could pull up a scene.
I have an idea.
What's that?
I think we should have Jamie Hawke narrate his own book today. And then us three can be all the ladies.
Oh my God, that needs to happen.
Yes.
He has no idea. He's just picking up. Yeah, we have to do this. Okay. Let me pull up a script.
I call the foxy one?
Charm.
I call Charm.
Do I have this manuscript?
I'm going to get it to you. We're playing jazz here, guys. This is freestyle, and it's going to be great.
It is going to be
good. I cannot wait.
You never know what's going to happen.
So, news before we get started. We're going to. What's the order today? We're going to do our request first after news. We're going to do our request, and then we're going to do our Jamie Hawke interview / Supers performance. Then we're going to do Gary's games. So this is a little bit of a shorter episode, guys. Just a little bit. We wanted to, it's the holidays. We're trying to chill out a little. We've had a very, very, very hard 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I think December is a nice time to just slow down a little bit before, January hits and then we're all on fire again. So a little bit shorter episode today, but we're still happy to be hanging out with you. Our news. Number one piece of news, most amazing piece of news, the Android app is now available on the Google Play Store for Soundbooth. Yes.
Big news.
Thank you, devs, for getting it done. It's beautiful. First of all, I really, I think that Nick made a beautiful looking app, and like I want to touch it. It's got like that matte
through the
style,
nice matte rubber texture. But then I touch it, I'm fooled. It's just glass.
It's glass.
Can I ask a question about was the Android app developed before the iOS app, or is that
they were developed tangentially? But the thing is, the Apple Store takes longer to approve things. It's just a little bit more of a pain in the ass to get it through the Apple Store than it is to get through the Google Play Store. So the one on Android was easier to get through, so we did that first. We released,
which I think is fucking great. It's never the case that Android comes first, and I use Android, and I'm always like waiting for the Android version to come.
I'm also an Android guy. I think Justin's an Android guy. I think 55. We did one survey a long time ago, a very small sample size of perhaps 40, 45 people, and it turned out like maybe 55% of our population, our listeners, 55% of our listeners are Android users.
Population.
So thankfully, we were able to hit the bulk of our listeners with our apps first. So again, you guys go to the Google Play Store. Just search Soundbooth Theater. You'll find our app. You can see our little logo in the icon. I think you'll recognize it. And yeah, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. We have still 21 titles on the platform, but we have more coming. We have at least one more title arriving in December.
Nice.
And that is going to be a Christmas miracle type of story. We will likely look at that thing. Look at that. It just fits so perfectly in that little app store.
Focus, you bastard.
You want to touch it, guys. Okay. And this is very, very not safe for work. Okay. We have another one coming in December, but then we're gonna just keep releasing stuff. We're planning on doing serials. Space Buns is our first SBT original. People are loving that so far. That's sold better than anything else on the store. And that is gonna the rest of the season. We have 6 more episodes lined up to start recording very soon of Space Buns, and so those will be coming out on a monthly basis. Hopefully, the next episode is going to be end of January, but like that's like our most optimistic
ambitious
goal. Very ambitious for us to get any more stuff like Space Buns out, because we are very careful with Space Buns. We love that so much. So look at that. Oh,
even before you sign up or in, it's interesting.
Yes, indeed. God, I love this
that
covers.
art.
Yeah. And remember, guys, it's just this much cheaper to buy from us than it is to buy on the Audible store. So just go take a look. We have both deep dive versions and audiobook versions of most of our titles, which means if you love our sound effects and music and you're willing to pay just a little bit more, then you get the sound effects and music. And in a lot of cases, like in mine, you get multicast. But if you just want the raw audiobook, you think whippersnappers are just too enthusiastic with all that extra production nonsense, then you can just go get the audiobook version, and it's $4 cheaper. So we get it. We understand. Some of you don't want the dumb sound effects and music. Okay, fine. just buy the audiobook then, and you'll save money. Yeah. So our app, our store, please
go there.
Check it out.
Be one of our customers.
Show of support is even more important than you may know.
It is.
And if you do end up listening to something, please leave a review.
Yes.
We would love to hear from you and see the reviews start populating. Because that's how we know. That's how we know if we're doing a good job, whether or not you like the audiobook version or deep dive.
Yeah. So if you listen to it and you hate it, let other people know.
Let other people know. You don't leave a review in that case.
Yeah.
The book was so good.
Yeah.
That I hit my mother.
Shout out to the. What's that?
I do too. Luke Harding.
Luke Harding
loves the dumb sound effects music. I do too.
We do it all for you, Luke. That's all for you.
Luke, you are a mega fan. Thank you. All right. So what other news do we have?
Well, I wanted to give a shout out to everybody who's here in the audience. I believe you already asked to like and subscribe, but I'll remind you again, like and subscribe to the channel. We've got Facebook user here that says LOL. We've got Camilla Rosecam, Chris Brown made it again. Welcome, Chris. Jean-Pierre Salomon. Forgive me if I'm saying that incorrectly. We've got New Hades. We got Eben Soul. We got more Facebook user, Daniel Cook, Luke Harding, of course, Joshua Story.
Oh,
Joshua Story.
He was a narrator, and he's actually he's kind of a innovative guy too. He likes to mess with things. He actually was thinking about hiring Laurie Catherine Winkle for one of his
choice.
Could be cool.
Yes, definitely a good choice.
Love to see more Laurie Catherine Winkle on the Audible store. So and what about new releases? We have Heroic Villain 3 just came out. Don't forget that, guys. Go give Charles Dean a digital hug for me. After listening to it, he left a very heartfelt, beautiful letter at the end about his struggles while writing this series. And then we have upcoming, of course, Super's 8. Super's
8. Yes.
Heroes 8 by Jamie Hawke is coming up very soon. Is that like already in the tunnel?
It is headed to retail. It's headed to retail. It's been sitting in headed to retail for a few days now, so hopefully we'll see it very soon.
Perfect. And look at this cover.
It's a beautiful cover.
Like all of his covers are so fun. Like they look
so dramatic.
Yeah, very dramatic.
It just pulls you in.
Hot.
Just like I want to read that.
Yeah.
I want to know about this story.
I want to know what she does with those tails.
I want to know what she does with those tails. Where did they come from? I don't remember them on the first cover. No spoilers.
Tickling. You guys like tickling?
Yes, Super's 8 is upcoming. We also have World Trees End by E.A. Hooper has been uploaded, sent off to Audible. So you guys can expect that hopefully soon. This is we will say that for all of our titles that are sitting in the headed to retail, this is Audible's busiest time of year. And I believe they actually have like a cutoff date. Like if you want your book out by the holidays, you have to get it in by like November 18th or something. Because there's just so many titles that come in. The 10th? November 10th?
I think it's the 10th of this month. I could be wrong.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, we'll keep.
We still have some time then.
All right.
Life
Reset 5 as well. That is just is this close to being finished. We have 2 more sets of sound effects, so another week. And
I like that you said 6 first accidentally.
I did say 6. I didn't mean to say 6. I meant 5.
Yeah.
We're
just releasing 6 before 5. We're doing a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm starting narration on Life Reset 6 though next week. So it'll be following right behind, guys. And I think that's it. I think that's all of our new releases that are
there we have it.
So let's get on to the show. All right. So requests only. Did you guys get my email?
We do actually have we were going to do some switching around, but Jamie Hawke is here. He's waiting in the wings.
Oh, there he is.
So
okay,
I think we have time to bring him out right now.
There he is. Look,
there he is.
He just dropped the eye drops in. So that
The
you guys
Jamie
can
Hawke. I need to get some. I need to get some. Sorry, it's not right until. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh,
Keep
thank you,
waiting.
Hawke. Jeez, that was a delayed response. Yeah. One more time. Thank you. Thank you for that hand of applause, audience, and welcome, Mr. Jamie Hawke. How you doing today, sir?
Good, thanks. I really wanted somebody to bust out in the song, the "Where do they come from? Where do they go?" When you guys were talking about the tales, but where do they go and where they come from are both in the book.
Where do they come from? Where do they go? Where do the charm tales come from? Go. Is that your favorite song?
Well, it is right now.
Yeah.
Bye, Joshua Story. Joshua Story has to go.
Joshua, take care, Joshua. So, Jamie Hawke, of course, welcome, author of prolific author of the Supers X Heroes series, Supers X Gods. You can probably rattle off many more than I can in this moment.
Yeah, so many.
And a lot of my readers know. I originally was trying to not let it be a spoiler, but come on, most of these books have been out for like 2 years now or something. So pretty much everything I write is in the same universe. There's no different universes. It's just one big book. I've just broken it up into a bunch of little teeny pieces, so it looks like a bunch of books. There you go.
Right. And what I love about Supers, what I think is really fun, is that the expanded universe, we get to see little bits of it throughout the series. So I think it's around book 4, maybe we start seeing some characters from Planet Kill, and then we start seeing some from maybe Rift Walkers. Is it Rift Walkers?
Rift Wars.
Rift Wars.
Yeah. And then so I had the Charm School Outcasts prequel book with Charm, where you meet some of her friends and they show up in I think book 5, and then X Gods, of course, show up here and there, starting in book 2, and then the Succubus. There's a little hint of the X Succubus characters in there, not much, but little hints. So people who've read the book and then read these books probably catch on, but I doubt it would work the other way around. Maybe. Tuffy. And then and then I don't want to spoil, but 8 brings more to the plate, along with, if you read some of these other books, the final books in the series, then it all comes together.
Yes,
very nice,
very nice. Okay, so Psycho Bitches is another one, right?
Of course, Psycho Bitches. Those characters show up also in book 5, probably might be book 6. It's been a while.
I really enjoyed doing Psycho Bitches. I'm doing my best to like shift some space around next year to get book 2. So
all the readers keep asking. A lot of my readers, their favorite book ever is Psycho Bitches, which is the downside of titling a book like that is Amazon might hurt you. They no longer allow me to do ads on that title, which is kind of annoying. The good side is people get what it is. It's a silly book with lots of action and Psycho Bitches in a good way, not demeaning in any sense. The guy considers him a Psycho Bitch too. So,
dude, it's equal opportunity bitching.
Yeah, and it's bitch in the good sense, no condescending name calling. It's just like,
I mean, they do that, but not to each other as much. Or to the people that they're killing.
Yeah.
That's connected to the Supers universe, and would you say that Supers is kind of the core of the expanded universe?
Yeah, for sure.
And another series,
especially since it ended up being 8 books, and that was the one that started it all, right? I'd written Planet Kill with my buddy, and we were like, hey, this is fun. And then he was trying to get me to do something else, and right away I was like, no, the story just popped in my brain. I don't even know where it came from. And I sat down and I just busted out book 1, and I was having so much fun with it. I just kept going, right? And then I was like, oh, but I don't know if I ever told you guys about the X-God story. Basically, my other buddy, who's his buddy, who I met through him, he wanted to write something that was similar to that. And I was like, well, let's write this together. You write the brother's point of view, or cousins at the time, I think it was. Right. And he was like, all right, sure. And then he just totally wrote his own book, which is out there, and you've probably seen it. It's a superhero harem book. I was like, what the hell, dude? So then I wrote X-Gods. And they have some similarities, of course, because we were brainstorming together. Then he just went off and did that. But, whatever.
You have so many books out, and a lot of them, it seems like they've come out in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Just like in this universe, just kind of boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
How quickly are you writing these books? Like, how many would you say? What's a rate? Can you give us some sort of timeline?
Not quickly enough, I feel like. What's that?
Not enough?
Not enough. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it takes me about 6 weeks to write a book, probably. Lost Pirates 3 took me like 3 months, and that sucked because, or no, 2 took me like 3 months, and that was unfortunate because at the time it was like my worst seller, and I'm like, what? I took like 2 or 3 times as long on this book as I do on some of these other ones. Come on. So I've learned, and X Heroes book 1, some people will be like, of course, we could tell. It took me the least amount of time out of all these books, but some people, that's their favorite book I've ever done. And so it's just like, I've learned that sometimes you have no idea what to expect, and you just got to write a book and have fun with it. And yeah. So 6 weeks.
That's what you would recommend to budding harem authors. Write a book, have
6
fun with
weeks
it.
or throw it in the
Think about it. Yeah. Don't get all complicated. Don't be like, it's not. Well, that was part of my problem. I think, you read a couple books that do well, and then you're like, no, they all have to do well. I have to be perfect. Oh my God, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? And so that was a lot of my mind space at the time of writing book 2 of the Lost Pirates series. Yeah. So just don't get in your own head, I guess, is the lesson learned here.
Yeah. Like I could only imagine, really, after writing. I mean, authors, you guys spend so much time writing like these books, even if it is 6 weeks, like just the time in front of the computer and the time creatively piecing these stories together, and then to put it out there and for it to like maybe not go as well as maybe something else that you maybe put less effort into sometimes, or just a different had a different energy and it flowed easier maybe.
And you hit on a good point that and I say 6 weeks, that doesn't include like outlining, because like when I'm writing book 1, I'm usually writing down ideas for book 2. And then, as people have seen, I jump around in series, and that's because I don't feel I'm ready for the next book sometimes right away. So I'll go write Lost Pirates, and in the meantime, I'm outlining X Heroes 4 or something, and coming up with ideas here and there and letting it percolate or whatever. Yeah, so it's a longer process, and then the editing and the revisions, of course, and all that stuff.
Right. All the trials and tribulations of the indie author.
Yeah, not these guys who write a book in every 10 days or week or whatever.
God,
that's not
incredible. Yeah,
it's super hard, I think, because I've tried to be like, I could do that. I could sit down and write a book, and then I get like a paragraph in and like, this is the worst thing ever written in the world, and I suck, and I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably write. The most I've written in a day was 10,000 words, and those were good 10,000 words because I sat down and I did it, and it was just flowing. It's just magic. And those all ended up in the book. Versus if you do dictation, you could do 10,000 words in an hour, maybe, if you talk as fast as I do sometimes, like this. And you don't know.
That's pretty fast. That was pretty fast.
If you do 10,000 words in an hour, I'd be the most prolific audiobook narrator in the world.
Yeah. I did one time when I was dictating, I think that I hit like 7,000 or 8,000 or something like that. And I'm I don't really play with dictation. I don't like it. I tried to learn it because I have a lot of physical disability problems. And so I was thinking, well, what if it comes to the point where, if I can't run, that sucks. But if I can't type, oh my God, where's my money going to come from? Where's my money going to come? Why I talk like that? I don't know. And that's why I write. I don't speak.
You're dealing with all those psycho bitches.
Yeah.
You gotta...
So anyway, I tried dictation, and it's not my thing. Point of that.
You talk about outlining and spending the time to come up with the stories. I'm wondering how that fits into the. I mean, that's got to be essential for the consistent universe to see this interconnected web of all of your stories kind of branching off of the supers. And how do you not just plan out like one series arc, but also connect it to multiple other series and seeing how they connect within one another?
It hurts my brain to even think.
Right?
A lot of Excel. So
Excel.
Yeah, I've been working on a game right now, a video game with a company. Oh, we just launched it, so I could probably say it. I can't talk too much about like what that hasn't aired yet. It's called Rival Peak. It's not really a game. It's like an AI Facebook Watch thing that we're doing. It's weird, and it has TV elements. It's I don't know how to describe it, but
it's in the LA Times.
Yeah, and it was my first ever project that I've worked on that's gotten Variety and Deadline and all those things. So my first project in the trades. So that's kind of exciting. And Will Wheaton is the star of it. with one L for the will.
Incredible.
And yeah, pretty exciting. And my point there being, like, I've been doing a lot of writing, but then because I was in the military and I was at the Federal Reserve, and so I supposedly have an analytical mind, they've been doing putting me a lot on that stuff, you know, like the make sure that everything works, because there's all these weird, you know, conditional type things that you have to make sure work. So I would say that relates to this, because a lot of it's that same idea where you have to make sure all the pieces fit and keep track of it. And I'm sure my readers will, you know, if somebody out there used to be a fan and isn't anymore, it's because maybe I messed up something. But I have 2 or 3 editors per project, per book. And I usually have a group of beta readers go through it and all that. So at the end of the day, if it does slip through, if there was a mistake, you know, it's not my fault. I'm not joking. I'm just joking. Of course, it's my fault. But I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen with having these, you know, checks and balances in place.
I would say that. Oh, sorry, please go, Gary. No.
It's a dumb question. That'll probably be like, the answer will be like, no. Have you ever come across a situation where you've written something that when you thought about it at the time, you're like, rock solid, this is awesome. And then someone points out, well, why didn't the Eagles just bring them to Mordor? Kind of like really simple, but blows your whole plot open, and have to go back and be like, well, this is why, because of the very specific reason that was on purpose. So shut up. Has it ever happened to you? And you don't have to tell us if it has or where.
I don't know. You know, let's put a challenge out. If there's anybody listening, I just told my readers, like, right when I joined the call, I should have gotten more notice to them, but hopefully some of them jumped on. So before we end this call, if anybody on here wants to call me out in that way, I'd be happy to tell you you're wrong. So,
wow.
Or just nod my head and not answer at all, and then suddenly close.
Simmons has given me shit for bringing up the Eagles.
Yeah.
Don't you dare bring up the Eagles.
There's good reasons why the Eagles wouldn't have done that. It makes a lot of sense.
Guy here is a dickhead. That's why. Yeah, I know his name.
Ooh. Yeah. So I can't think of any examples of that off the top of my head. I do have conversations with people. Like there's this one reader. Oh man, see, I can never remember people's names on the top. Oh, let me see if he popped up here. No, but he goes by Lion something or other. Sorry, Lion. And he's a great beta reader. Every time I give him something, he'll give me like a list of like 50 things. So,
awesome.
And that's what I need. You know, like I'd love to be able to keep all this in my head or on an Excel sheet, but of course that doesn't work.
There's so much. There's so much to keep track of.
Yeah. Even little things like in my recent book, you're not supposed to name the characters, like the other, they're monsters who come from the MonsterVerse. And if you name them, it's like demons where if you know their name, you know, like Name of the Wind type thing. And of course, my character accidentally shouts out their name once or twice. And I play it off like that's on purpose because he's an idiot. And at the end of the day, that's fine. Another fun example of that, my narrator is saying La Cañada, La Canada. And I'm just going to play with it. I'm like in book 3 or 4, somebody comes out and be like, dude, you're pronouncing that wrong this whole time. And he's like, crap. Because the narrator messed it up. It's kind of just, I like playing with this stuff.
That's happened to me, actually. That happened to me on a series called World of Chains, the Wayward Bard, Fallen Bard by Lars M. And in the first book, I was pronouncing one of the characters Daria. And there would have been about 300 retakes. If it was supposed to be Daria, there would have been a ton of retakes. It would have taken me hours upon hours to re-say every line where I say her name. And Lars so graciously was like, you know what? No, I'm writing book 2 right now. We'll just write a scene where he learns that he's been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. And then from that point on, we switched it.
And I think
very grateful.
That's the way to do it. Because especially like with these big, you're going to make mistakes. Like George R. Martin makes mistakes. Brandon Sanderson makes mistakes. Everybody does. But being able to roll with them or make them fun in some way, or maybe they're just not that big of a deal. You know,
when the book has no sequel and you mispronounce the main character's name, they make you change it. Yeah. And 387 retakes.
Maybe somebody needs to change it. I wouldn't.
You've been there then. You've been there.
I rewrite the book. I just I'll just control, find, replace. You're good, man.
I sat on my bed with my head in my hands, being like, I have to do nearly 400 retakes before tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I did one day. It sucked. It did, but
no.
Good book.
What was the montage music that played when you were sitting there in that moment?
Have you heard "Be the Best" by Tenacious D?
Yeah.
To be the best, you gotta pass the test. You gotta take it to the top. Just gotta do it.
Best song ever.
Well, as we were saying off the top, Supers 8 is on its way. It's headed to retail, and it is the very last Supers book. Supers X Heroes, rather. Supers X Heroes that Jamie's ready. I have a feeling that there's going to be plenty more Supers books and more in that universe, but the last Supers X Heroes. And I wanted to know from everybody here, except for Gary. Gary, unfortunately, has not been on this series. But what are you going to miss? What are you going to miss about Chad, Charm, this whole group, this harem, the adventures that they're on? What are you going to miss about that, Jamie?
I love these characters. As I said, Charm and them, they were my first true harem book, because Planet Kill isn't really a harem. It's like, for anybody who's not familiar, it's half harem, right? And then the other half is a female lead who has her own little group. So it's kind of reverse harem meets harem, but it's still written towards guys. So it's, yeah. Point being, this crew has been with me since the beginning. And a lot of times when I want to say that. You know, a lot of times when I'm just like thinking about harem books in general, these are the characters that I see like moving around and fighting and stuff. And then when I'm coming up with new ideas, I'll even envision them. Maybe because we've done so much artwork now. We've done merch. We've done like cups. We've done little blinky. What are those little cute characters called? I don't remember, but
with a big head.
Funko Pops.
Yeah, we were just like a cartoon one though, like an anime one that like blinks their eyes. Yeah, that Chibi. Yeah. We just done little fun things like this so much now, and we've been developing a board game for it. We have the artist just finished his 3D model for Charm, so in theory we're going to do a Kickstarter for that sometime next year. I'm still trying to find a board artist. If anybody knows good board artists, we tried one and it wasn't working for me. It felt like it'd be too confusing when you're sitting down to play, and less about being confusing as when you show it to people, you want them to be like, "Oh, that's amazing! I know exactly what that is. That's a spaceship." You know, but instead you'd look at it and you'd be kind of like, "Hey, I see that there's places to go, but I don't know what to do with it." So anyway, what I'm really gonna miss though is it's hard for me to say miss because I do have plans and you can ask me what those are. But I am gonna miss Charm. Most of all, she's just been this quirky, fun little lady, and the voice that went with it just was perfect. You know, from the narrator side, and to think that there's not going to be any more of those books narrated in that way makes me very sad.
How about you, Jeff?
What I will miss is being a random character that says cock a lot. You know, like in a book. You know, I'm not gonna.
There's something cathartic.
Yeah.
There's something about, you know, just letting it all out.
Just cocks everywhere. You know, that's
probably all my books though, right? So
yeah, that's that. And I actually, well, I'm not gonna miss it so much because again, I want to come back to Psycho Bitches, right? The main character in Psycho Bitches, whose name is escaping me right now. Ezra, that's right, Ezra. He's a lot of fun to play. And just being in that cartoony world where you know, I'm playing as a character who likes to kick ass and chew bubblegum, but who has unfortunately run out of bubblegum. That's always so much fun. And just using that Duke Nukem voice and
the Duke Nukem voice, right?
Like actually telling a story from his perspective. It just puts me in mind of video games, you know, and playing video games. I think the Jamie's books definitely have that feel to it, where you know, you're just kind of like in the seat. You're like really taking a ride as the main character and fulfilling tons of fantasies on the way.
Yes. Tons of fantasies. I definitely have to say that for me, like the superpowers, and you know, hearing how these superpowers line up, different, you know, people with different powers, and the main character's power itself is combining other people's powers. and seeing how those line up and connect, but then also just how the other supers use their powers in the world and then bring that into the bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the Marvel side, which is one thing, but then we've got this more intimate side of how are they using their powers here, and of course you got to be thinking about that stuff when you're writing this. So I'm gonna miss that level of imagination. Also gonna miss working with the team, the production team, of course.
We all have a laugh.
We all have a laugh. We all have a great time reading and performing and just working off of each other and the script. Carly Crawford, Yvonne, they do a fantastic job playing the very immense cast. It's a very it's a rich cast of characters, probably over 100 different main or supporting characters throughout the entire series. Would you say?
Sure, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
And they definitely hold up their end, and they really make these productions something else where they just add their heart and soul. So if you are looking for some multicast, harem, fun, space opera, sci-fi, superhero, harem fiction, narrated, performed, then you definitely got to check out Super's X Heroes.
Did I ever tell you the quick? I probably told you guys in one of these previous chats, but the real quick thing is, so I worked on Tales from the Borderlands when I was at Telltale, and that's very much all about ball and dick jokes. That's just all it is. And so that was kind of a good setup. But then going back even further, when I was 12 or 11, me and my buddy would sit around and write these basically superhero erotica comics. Basically, I was an artist, and we would just make them up, and it was so stupid. And he would make fun of me into my 20s, and then somewhere in my 30s, it became my living. So I'm laughing now.
Brilliant.
Well, that is a perfect note to end on. Jamie, is there anything that you would like to send the listeners to, tell the listeners about before we say goodbye?
Two things. One is the Kickstarter. So I have a Kickstarter going right now for my audiobook for Monster Girl in My Closet and Monster Girl Under My Bed. It's 2 books in one for that audiobook. So it's a good amount of time. And we're doing a 3D model for that too, for one of the characters who's a red panda demon. Exciting. And so where to find that though? It's on Kickstarter. If you search Jamie Hawke, it's probably the easiest way, or go to my Facebook threads. I have links all over the place. And then in the future, I will send you to the future. I do have plans to come back to the Supers universe in a sense. What I want to do, and I've already set it up with an anthology story, a short story that's coming out in an anthology around December or January. With Remy, I can't remember last names. In the superheroes group, I'll tell you guys. I'll give you links, and that's going to be a new. I'm just going to spoil it, kind of. It's Drew's son, one of his 2 sons, at Rocadium, and that kicks off what would be then the big George R.R. Martin style multi POV. It's going to have Psycho Bitches, Super's X Heroes, Super's X Gods, Planet Kill, Letha. I'm not just going to stick to male point of views with their female harems either. So if you don't like that part, sorry, but you could read it like I did. I read Sanderson's Elantris. I love that book. And for the longest time, I thought it was my favorite book. And then my buddy reminded me that I skipped one whole point of view from the whole book. I read 2 of the 3 point of views. So I don't care if you do that with my book. That's fine. You'll miss stuff. I went back later and read it, and I was like, oh, this is good. But for some reason, it didn't catch my attention the first time through. I don't mind. So anyway, so that's going to be a thing that I'm going to try to do. I'm thinking around my birthday, which is May.
Great.
2021.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to have you back on around then.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Birthday.
Hey, so, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna make?
I messaged in the chat. I think we're gonna move on to the requests only.
Requests only. All right, Jamie. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for sticking with us through this journey. And remember, guys, number 8 is on its way. It's gonna be out there very soon. Books 1 through 7. We already released the box set too, right? For books 1 through 4. Is it 1 through 4 or 1 through 3?
4.
1 through 4. So if you guys want a head start on the Super's X Heroes series, that's 4 books for the price of 1 out there. The Super's X Heroes box set. Go pick that up.
Yeah. the Cyber Monday sale over? There was also a Cyber Monday sale on books 1 through 3, I believe, on Audible. So if you had already gotten 1 and you want to get 2 or 3, you can get those cheaper, I believe. But it might be over by now. I'm not sure. Otherwise, it's the box set. So.
All right. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. You guys have been amazing narrators. I mean, like, it's a dream come true to have you guys do these books because it couldn't have been done better. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a blast.
All right, man. Have a good one. All right. So request.
Oh, look at us. Look at the wait. Go back to that last one. I want to see that again.
It's kind of marvelous, isn't it?
Yeah, I gotta get my head the right size.
Gotta strike a pose.
There we go. That seems about right.
It's now.
Ahmed's like enough of this silliness.
No more of this foolishness.
Stop that. Entirely too silly. All right. So then let's do requests only. We have, I don't know how to pronounce this author's name.
Yes, I know them well.
Cajiao.
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 No,
probably not. Is he in the audience? I think he's actually a fan of ours. So I mean, because I tagged him in the post. He may be here. I don't know. But that is right. Look at that cover. Yeah.
That is fucking excellent.
Looks like some Dark Souls shit right there.
It's jargon.
That is definitely Dark Souls energy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is the script? Was this script sent to me?
It
was
is
emailed.
Oh, it is in an email.
I have found it.
What is this?
Let's read through the description.
Beautiful.
And see how we can fuck this thing up.
How is that? Is that what we're doing today? We're doing
Let's read the description and see if it deserves to be treated seriously or if it's just something that we want to dick around with. We'll see. Okay. This is a scene from the arena fight. 12 representatives of the great houses are pitted against each other. Only the winner can travel to the Underverse. The characters in the sample are Captain Adrian West. Should be a gravelly British Lancashire accent. That's specific. See examples here. All right. He gave us a YouTube link to explore.
Video unavailable. This video is private.
Oh, the video is private, so we can't get that reference.
Which means we can do whatever we want.
Do you know Lancashire, Gary?
I think it's almost like like Lancashire accent, sort of sound like this, but I can't imagine you want to sound like that.
I imagine we do want it to sound like that. What do you think? Can you be Captain Adrian West?
I can give it a go.
And use that one. We're gonna pretend that is a Lancashire accent.
What's the name of the town you're from? Gosh.
I'm listening to a video now of a dude.
Oh, okay.
Well, I might be able to feed it through my audio. Let me try.
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
And so would you say you have a Lancashire?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, always been in Lancashire.
And why did you decide to come visit Richmond?
We've been here before, and it's just lovely around here.
It's very northern. Were you able to hear that?
Are there any Lancashire sayings or?
Just try to do this northern accent. Yay!
All right. The MC Jack is from the north of England. Okay. And has a rough accent closer to Scottish than anything else. If you want an example, look for any recordings of Geordie Shore and alter however you want. You should be deep voiced and generally sarcastic and grumpy. So this is the Geordie accent, right? Like this is right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Geordie Shore is like it's like a reality TV show,
right?
Geordie accent, sort of like that.
Yeah, like anyone know the video game reviewer Worth a Buy? That guy's awesome.
I do not.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. Go check him out. Definitely a Geordie accent there.
Worth a buy.
Worth a buy. Let's read the words.
Ah!
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that definitely ain't me. I mean, if I'm going to be taking the MC, this is going to be ridiculous. Like, so if we're just going to be able to write off the idea of doing a serious read.
Okay. The announcer announcing the fight, think like a boxing announcer. All right. Can you do that, Justin?
I can do that. I can do that.
Johan.
Oh, can I be Johan, please?
Yes.
I'd really like to be Johan.
Dressing room attendant.
Oh, yes. I was born for this.
Okay. Helena, female dressing room attendant. Any accent? Okay. So, all right. How about this?
Okay.
Do you want Adrian West or Jack, Gary?
Either or. Do you want to swap out between us, or just pick one?
How about you do Jack, because I feel like I can kind of do a northern accent, but you're probably going to be better at Geordie than I. You're going to be better at both of them than me.
Nah, I'll just do a standard northern accent because.
Okay. Well, how just be northerners.
I want to just do a quick check to see how long this one is. If it is over 1,500, 1,500 is our limit now, right?
Yes. It doesn't look like it. This looks like 5 pages.
I'm thinking that we should do a time limit if it is.
Okay.
So we'll start the clock and then try to squeeze it all in.
Okay.
What's our time?
All right. I'll be Captain Adrian West, so you can be the MC.
Gotcha.
Justin, you can be the announcer, and Johan.
Okay.
And you want to be Helena, Gary?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
This is 3,200 words.
Is it? Okay, so we'll only get about halfway through, but it's all right. How long do we have? What's our time limit?
What's our time, Maestro?
We're gonna speed read.
Shall we say
10 minutes?
10 minutes?
10 minutes, 1,500 words. That's we could do that.
Do we want Google to officially time it?
Yes, we do, and we need time points. We need okay.
Well, then it's gonna be on it.
All right. So I'm gonna just narrate from this is a scene just so that everyone can be updated on what the scene is. This is a scene from the arena fight. 12 representatives of the great houses are pitted against each other. Only the winner can travel to the Underverse. The hours passed slowly, but all too soon they returned, announcing that the first round would begin in 10 minutes. With them came a pair of officials who checked my blood to be sure. Uh-oh, this is the main character. You're the narrator, Gary.
Okay, I'll speak up for you. The hours passed slowly, but all too soon they returned, announcing that the first round would begin in 10 minutes. With them came a pair of officials who checked to be sure I was who I was supposed to be. They also asked a series of questions from my background to any wishes for my remains if I fell in battle. They finished by reiterating the few rules, making sure I knew them. No attacking the noble booths, no magic in the corridors, and no use of healing potions in the arena. I gathered my gear when we were done and followed them out into the corridor. A detachment of guards in the black livery of the Baron waited for me. They formed up and led me through a series of short, bare-walled corridors until we stopped at a large portcullis. Bastards!
We hate portcullises! Oh,
West turned to me and gave me a quick grin. Who's West?
That would be Captain Adrian West. All right. Don't disappoint me now, lad. I've got money on you winning this.
He winked at me, clapped me on the shoulder and walked away. Turning back, I exited the corridor into an arena similar to the Roman Colosseum. It was circular, with enclosed areas built into the walls, one level up for our betters to watch from in comfort. I peered into one of the alcoves, and sure enough, the Baron sat there glowering at me. I made finger guns with my hands and pointed them at him, winking before turning my back on him. I wanted to do a lot more than just annoy him, but this wasn't the time. I examined the arena more carefully, noting that the sand was shallow enough to soak up blood, but not deep enough to bog you down, and there were various small walls dotted around the place. Finally, the punctuation, fuck it. There were sections of the walls that were flat, while others had spikes. Some of the stuff happened, all right. The entire area was maybe 100 feet across and 50 feet high, with the onlookers enclosed in clear glass that I knew was bulletproof. They wouldn't want to risk being injured during the festivities, after all. On either side of each booth were banners that hung in the air. I'd entered through the iron portcullis, which had closed after me, and there was another one on the far side of the arena that remained steadily closed. The Baron, I noted, had a hunting cat as his sigil. It looked vaguely like a panther, and it was all black, outlined in red with a black background. I shook my head at its crudity. Any halfway decent graphic designer could have done better. I'd have better one made once I killed him and took over. I paused at the idle thought, then shrugged. I'd kill him for a penny, never mind replacing him as Baron. Fuck it! I walked around the Shall we skip up to some dialogue?
Yeah, it looks like we've got lots of action going in the next page, so we could jump maybe to page 3 for dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cloak came undone, starting from there.
Let's do it.
The cloak came undone and his face was exposed for the first time since the fight began. It was a bloody ruin, and the angle his head sat at meant his neck was clearly broken. I'd won my first fight. I coughed and laid back, staring up at the ceiling and trying to calm my racing heart as a voice rang out across the arena.
My lords and ladies, we have a winner! House Sanguis wins and is through to the next round. House Orbis is defeated. The next bout will begin in 10 minutes.
I looked up the booth where the Baron sat, and he raised his glass to me. The smug bastard actually looked proud. I hated him even more. I slowly got to my feet as 4 people entered and raced towards me. I grabbed my naginata, but recognised the first 2 as my chamber attendants from earlier, and none of them were armed. The other 2 ran to my opponent's corpse, sobbing, and fell to their knees in the sand to check him over for signs of life. They didn't find any.
Yeah, my lords, you're amazing, yeah.
Johan, the male attendant, gushed at me, while the female was already stalking towards the other 2 on the ground and saying something.
I could be Helen.
I ignored their byplay and spoke to the man. Just let me get back to my room and this fucking thing out to me, I grunted, lightly touching the arrow with one hand.
Yeah, of course, my lord. This way. Helena will see to your spoils. Never fear. I can have that wound taken care of in no time. Oh, you're amazing, so my lord, truly amazing. That way you baited him, ignoring every defense against the arrows. You must be the bravest of all the competitors, yeah.
No defense against the arrows. I didn't have any. Then I remembered the small walls dotted around the floor. Looking at them as I passed, I realised I could have run from one to another and covered at least half the fucking distance safely. Damn, I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I? I staggered along to my room, feeling exhausted and depressed. Once the adrenaline wore off, the knowledge that I just killed another man, a real human from my own world, not in a dream, came crashing down. I felt sick, I felt confused, I felt elated, and that made me feel sick all over again. Once inside my room, I left the surgeon, Johan, help me. I let him help me. He stripped my armor off and gently eased the arrow from my shoulder. When we looked at the wound, it was a mess. All the fighting and movement had allowed the sharp tip of the arrow to carve me up. Shit, man, can you stitch them? I asked, knowing that if I lost the use of that arm, I had no chance surviving the night, let alone keeping my ear attached.
Yeah, I can, my lord, but surely it would be better to heal them instead? Question marks?
Yes, confusedly. Sorry about that. Heal it? How can you heal it? I asked, latching onto any hope like a drowning man.
Oh, with a healing potion or spell, my lord. I'm experienced with several basic healing spells, but using them now could mean I don't have enough manners to heal you fully later tonight. We have only 1 potions, yeah, but it is single use. So using it for minor injuries like this would be a waste? Question marks?
He stood waiting expectantly as I considered the options. No, if I don't have the use of that arm, I'll die anyway. Fuck it, heal me! I held my ear and tried not to think about how close the blade had come. There was no point saving the mana. If I was going to have a fight another round, I needed to be at peak condition. Johan lifted both hands to my shoulder and began to chant the words clearly, the accompanying gestures similar to those I'd learned from my own weak healing spell.
Shit. They work on
disease, don't they? What about cancer? I asked suddenly, a horrible suspicion in my mind.
Yeah, of course, my lord. Cancer is simple thing to rectify using healing spells. Provided it's not gone too far, it would be relatively cheap in terms of mana as well.
Yeah. Oh, good. Jeff, do you want to take over from narration, or it looks like you will get to say nothing?
Merely, as though it was such a simple, minor detail, only of note because it allowed him to show his knowledge. Johan moved his hands, glowing with energy, across my wounds, healing them as he went and filling the air with inane chatter about his pride and his skills. So not only could the Baron have saved my mother if he wanted to, but it would have been simple for him. That rat bastard. I see that rat bastard. Fuck me.
Rat bastard.
Rat bastard.
It's
I
all in the
seized
script.
inwardly as Johann finished up his spell. I watched the wounds fill with the healthy muscle as impurities, sand, and debris were pushed out as the skin knit together. Within a handful of seconds, it was healed, with only a faint white line left to mark out its location.
My lord, is there something?
Just stop it! No, I growled at him. I sat there fuming, trying to tamp my anger down as Johann tried to work out how he'd angered me. Oh, Jesus, this is so hard to do fast. Until his partner, Helena, returned. She came in with an armful of gear, dumping it on the bench next to me and curtsying. I looked over and recognized the cloak my opponent had been wearing, as well as the rest of his gear. I stared at the blood seeping out of it, staining the bench next to it, and turned to her in shock to find her smiling wildly. Seriously, what's the actual fuck? Oh, no, that's you. No, that's me.
No, that's you.
That's me. Okay. Seriously, what the actual fuck? I asked her, gesturing at the gear. What is this? What? You stripped his body just in case I fancied a trophy? What is wrong with you people? The smile dropped from her face and she spoke up quickly. But, my lord, these are your spoils. Some of it could serve you well. The bow is strong and grants an increase to your archery skill. The armor is unenchanted but strong, and his breastplate is intact in case your own is damaged. Lastly, his cloak was in the heirloom of his house, so must be powerful. I stared at her. Couldn't understand a word she fucking said in confusion before turning back to the pile of gear. She didn't see any issue with looting a guy I'd just killed. Logically, I suppose, neither should I. He certainly hadn't paused before trying to kill me. I checked through the gear, not seeing anything besides the occasional carved symbol in the wood on the bow to suggest it was special in any way. I touched the cloak, but it was drenched with his blood, and I could see bits of flesh in the hood. I backed away from it, refusing to touch it. Clean it all, and put it aside for me, I muttered, trying to keep myself from being sick. I turned away and stripped off, walking down the steps and wading out into the small pool until I could submerge myself. I took a deep breath and sank to the bottom, sitting cross-legged and letting the world above recede from my mind. I concentrated on my heartbeats, surfacing only to catch my breath, breathe deeply again, and then sink to the bottom once more. When I eventually felt myself in control again, I slowly waded out. I'm starting to do the Irish melody, right? Climbed the steps and laid down on the table. Johann and Helena began to massage my skin. Oh, that was Scottish. Rubbing the aches and pains away until I fell asleep. Helena awoke me 2 hours later. No, what? Helena awoke me 2 hours later to tell me that the first round was over and the second would begin soon. That meant 6 people were dead, and I had to survive this round to get to the final. I felt different about things for some reason. More at peace with it. The assholes, that was another Irish one, right? The assholes,
more at peace with it.
The assholes I had faced had gone in there to kill me. I was a prisoner. I had decided to try to win this and go help my brother, but I could have refused. And I had no doubt the Baron would have locked me away and then thrown me into this arena without training and weapons. I had no choice, but the rest of them. What? I had no choice, but the rest of them. Okay.
But the rest of them. ...
Oh, but that's on ellipses. Okay. They wanted this. Fuck it. I'd take their heads and I'd go through the portal all right. But the joke would be on the Baron yet. I'd get him somehow, even if I just embarrassed him as thoroughly as possible before going through. I'd seen my notifications window flashing earlier, but I'd ignored it.
Gary.
Now seemed like the best time to check it, so I flexed a mental muscle and brought up the page before me.
Congratulations, you've killed a level 9 ranger. You receive 180 XP. Progress level 5 stands at 650 and at 227 fucking 100 EXP.
Solid choice.
I dismissed it, pleased to see that I was climbing steadily towards the next level. I'd hoped for more XP, maybe even a level, but hell, it was better than I would have gotten without the pearl. I dressed slowly, settling my gear into place and checking my weapons. Before I finished, I put my helmet on the table and told the servants to wait outside and not to disturb me until it was time. I walked back and forth in the small room, my nerves getting the best of me as I paced. I couldn't help running the fight over and over in my mind, trying to see other ways it could have gone. The truth of it was, I'd been damn lucky, and I threw myself down in the chair in one corner of the room. I heard paper crinkle and looked down in confusion, pulling a folded note from the side of the seat.
It seems you're not well liked by the Baron Sanguis. Perhaps another house be a better benefactor. If you wish to know more of Thomas's tale, then look to us.
I turned the paper over, finding a stylized bird in flight on the back. I'd seen the symbol on the banners that flanked one of the booths, I was sure, but there had been so many. On impulse, I'm so Jesus. On impulse, I took the paper into my pocket. I didn't know who they were, but the last thing I wanted was the Baron knowing I was looking around. I sat for a few minutes after searching for any other notes and finding none, until until a knock on the door jolted me from my musings. "It's time, my lord!" Helena called out as she opened the door. It was time for round 2.
Ooh, nice down.
That is a good exercise. I actually started getting it a little bit and then
just pushing yourself at it.
Yeah.
Big round of applause. Getting through that.
Holy
I have a question. EXP. Do you say XP or EXP?
You're supposed to say EXP.
Oh, good, because I would have had a ton of corrections coming up if it was the case you're supposed to say XP. Oh!
Yeah, sometimes it's spelled XP.
Yeah, but you can say it that way. EXP, if you say it as XP, that's how you would say it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, it really depends. Some authors, it either way is fine. I do XP on Alchemy, and some authors would prefer EXP, and it's just whatever. Bob the Fett. Fettit.
Yeah, all right. So that's it for our requests only. Thank you. Thank you, author name.
I want to try this. It's a Hez Cajiao. Hez Cajiao, I think. That's my guess.
That's like a Ki. Hez Cajiao.
Hez Cajiao.
Yeah, like you know how Tommy in the Power Rangers was like, "What's he?" or something like that.
He did do that, didn't he?
Multisyllabic Ki.
But he definitely said "see."
Yeah, I remember that.
That would have sounded fine to me.
What is this about?
Yeah. Hey, Ahmed! It's Mixmaster Ahmed in the house.
I'm pressing buttons, and here I am. Hi.
Pressing the buttons.
The man behind the curtain.
Yes.
But pay attention to him.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
So, all right. Well, it's Gary's games time.
Okay. Does everyone have a pen and paper or some way to write something and put it to the camera? You can do it. You can write something on your phone if you want.
I have brown Sharpie.
That works.
That's okay.
Literally, all you have to do is be able to put a piece of paper or your phone up to the camera so we can read it. That's all.
Okay. Good. I think that's doable here.
Sweet.
All right. There's actual stationery there that Ahmed has.
Look what my notebook is from.
Oh.
I'm old.
I got the swag. Didn't go. So, very quickly, for the people watching, our game is called Just One, which is a game my friend Kate and I and a lot of our Irish friends played over the weekend. And it's a lot of fun, and it's very simple. So, who would like to guess first will be the first thing we'll ask. Fuck it. Jeff, you're going to guess first, okay?
Okay, yes.
What you need to do is give us a number between 1 and 5, and then look away so that you cannot see your screen.
30.
Between 1 and 5, Jeff. 1 and 5. Yeah. You're close.
4.
4. Okay, now Jeff, look away. Everyone, here is a list of words, and the fourth one is this one here. Now, us three, have to write a word that pertains to that word we just saw, and we're going to confer. We cannot rhyme. We cannot use, we just can't rhyme. Or can it? Yeah, that's good. So wait, don't show. Put it down. You can't show us because we're gonna have to confer before we go.
One word you said?
One word.
Oh, my Sharpies get me high, yo. That shit's
okay. When everyone has a word, we're gonna show them all at once.
God.
I love how Jeff's Jeff's notepad says Soundbooth on the back. It says Soundbooth.
Soundbooth. Soundbooth theater.
That last H, it didn't make the cut. It's Soundbooth.
Yeah.
Theater.
Das Soundboot.
Soundbooth.
Yeah.
Soundbooth.
Justin, you got a word?
I got a word.
Okay. Ahmed, Justin, and Gary, show your word to the camera.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, so now we have no duplicates, which is good. Had we had duplicates, we would have had to get rid of those duplicates. Okay, pull your words up to the screen. Jeff, you can look and you get one guess as to what word we picked, or you picked even.
One guess?
One guess.
We have, okay, so can I like talk about what
Oh,
my
of course,
guess is
yeah.
going to be?
Please, please
so we
do.
have
And you got to lock in your
bow
answer.
and board and hammer. Toolbox?
Toolbox. The word was nail.
Very good.
Okay, who would like to guess
Toolboxed
next?
it.
You guys cheated.
I'll try guessing.
I'm throwing.
Okay, Justin, look away and give us a number between 1 and 5.
Give me a 2.
2. Okay, Justin has picked 2. Now, for all us our writers, we're not to show the camera until we all have a word each. So Justin said 2, which is this one.
Oh, okay.
So pick your word and don't show it till.
Wait, what was 2? I didn't see 2.
2 is this one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I have one that's going to be unhelpful, but is accurate. When you all have a word, let me know, and we're going to confer and see if we have duplicates.
I don't know if I spelled
Don't
this
show it,
right.
don't show it. Okay, show your
Here it
words.
comes.
But
Okay, we have no duplicates. Justin, you may look.
All right. Okay. We got
This is great.
COVID. We've got blowing.
No, that's
And we've got balloon.
yeah.
I mean, if you can get this, you're a genius.
El genio
This would be ridiculous, but I'm
de
gonna.
la genios.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's very helpful, Jeff. That's very helpful.
Hang on.
I'm gonna go with. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna go with airborne.
that's actually a good guess. because of the
Bubble.
bubble.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
All right.
Blowing was. Yeah. Okay.
Ahmed, do you want to guess next?
I was gonna say
Yes.
aerosol.
COVID threw us off, but yes, I will.
Yeah, I mean, it was,
Yeah,
I
bubble.
shouldn't have done it, but okay, Ahmed, a number between 1 and 5.
Tres.
3. Okay, here we go.
I am hiding my face.
Okay, and don't show your clues to the camera until I ask. Oh man, I have such clues that if you don't, fuck it. This is gonna be a long shot.
Fuke. Transporting.
And if you did like a name, could you do like a name of someone?
Is
Maybe.
it one?
Let's,
Is that name one?
when we're conferring, hold yours up, and if it's kind of not rule appropriate, you can get to write another one.
Okay, cool.
I just screwed that up. Oh god, hold on.
Which is what when we played our game, I tried all sorts of ways to like break the rules a bit, and I was always told no.
Yeah.
Wait, not Jeff. Don't show us. Don't show us.
No.
You ready,
Wait,
Justin?
I can't see anything.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
this one might not be.
Oh no.
Oh,
Did I get the janky
I'm
one?
going to say you can pick one of those, Justin.
Ooh.
Top or the bottom.
Whoa, just 2 picks. This is getting dicey.
This
But
is
yeah, I
this
think
is good.
that's allowed.
It's getting
Probably
dicey.
use the less common one.
Oh yeah.
It's getting
All right, here we go.
Okay, look on
Dicey.
You can
But
look.
did I tell you about dice shame? I saved. Anyway, there we go. Sniper, serious, and Grant. Oh, fuck you guys! Come on. These have nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with each other. All right, hang on.
Hey, they kind of do.
Can I give?
Sirius is the dog star. Sniper is America's.
Okay, I feel like you need to
Give him one
disregard
little
my
hint.
clue.
Can I help him with your clue, Gary?
No, don't help me. The
I can give
answer
you
is Nixon. It's not.
The answer, I'm sorry, is Wolf.
I was close.
Sniper Wolf, right?
Sniper Wolf from MGS. I mean,
I don't know that reference. That would have been over my head.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid.
old person game. All right, Ahmed, do you have the ones I'm going to look at, or shall I just show a random card to the camera?
Wait, I got my phone.
Are you sure?
I'm shut your eyes up.
I can't see.
Just shut your eyes up. I'm about to show you a picture.
Oh,
of
Ed,
picture,
I'll
y'all.
pick 5. Number
It's
5.
a picture of picture, y'all.
Okay.
let's see.
You
Number
guys see
5.
that?
All right, yeah, I see it.
You
You
see
said
that?
5?
I see it.
Say,
5.
show it again. Show it again.
Oh shit!
Can you write down the word for me?
There goes our
Yeah,
rating.
I'll write it down.
I'm pulling it up.
Okay. Oh wait, we got it. We got it. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
It's up my Apple camera. It's just dicey.
And remember, when you confer, if you have duplicates, you must erase both those duplicates and you can't show them. Which we've been very good. Probably because there's only like 4 of us.
I still just want to come up with associations that no one would guess.
Shit, it has to be one word.
One word.
Okay.
And so
You know
in
what?
the last one,
Fuck
Justin had a name, and we only let him use one of the 2 names, the first and last. So one word.
I'm gonna make Gary win this one. He's gonna win.
Let's
this
do it.
Because,
Hold on.
Because America
Land of the free.
and glory. Is that the plural of glory? Glory.
All right, I'm ready here.
Glory.
Okay,
This is a stretch.
I'm ready
This
as
is
well.
a stretch.
I'm ready as well. I'm ready. Let's do
Any
it.
duplicates?
Do it.
Oh wait. Yeah, let's find out.
Dude, I was totally gonna use something from that.
That's so funny.
What the fuck is that Canadian?
All right. I think we got it. All right, let's put him down.
Dude, I totally know what that is.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
Might
so
I
I guess
look?
you're good to look now.
Wait,
You're good
yeah.
to look
Okay.
now.
What does that say? Jlamu? Slamu? Oh,
Yes, that's correct. Is he gonna get it?
whale.
Oh!
Oh!
No, try again. One more guess.
It's not orca,
One
is
more
it?
guess.
No, that's failure.
It's close. You're very
Yeah,
close.
I want him to get.
I want him
You're
to
very,
get it
very
too.
close. You're on the
I know.
right track. You
Here's
just
the
went the
picture
wrong.
so you can get it.
Oh,
Skills.
killer whale.
Yeah!
Ah,
No.
It's a shark. Shark.
See, Justin, that was the
Shark.
problem. He was the only non-shark of the group.
was it Shaman?
I
Was
know
a
it's
killer whale,
true. It's true, but he had the most.
He was an orca.
Yeah.
He was a whale shark. He was a whale
Ah.
shark.
Yeah, that which is technically a shark. So
Okay.
technically he got it right.
Yeah, but but he had the most memorable name, at least to me. But that's the closest. We're getting there. We're getting closer.
Do you want to do another round?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Jeff, look away and give us a number between 1 and 5.
1.
I don't know how to do this.
Oh,
Well, maybe.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on. Just fucking let's meld. There's the obvious
Yeah.
one. We can't. Maybe we can't do this. Fuck it.
I
I'm
did
writing
the
a word now
obvious one.
that I can't
Oh,
spell.
we can't.
I did
see
that one
them.
already.
We can't share because there might be doubles, right?
Okay.
Oh, I won't do
Don't
that one.
show us, Ahmed.
But I want to win.
We all want
I
to
want to win. We need a win.
I'm
That
sniffing
was
my game
incorrect,
cards right
Evan
now.
Soul. That was incorrect, but that was close.
Sharpie.
Wait, no, it wasn't. What does that have anything to do with what I wrote, Evan Soul? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be guessing kinds of the thing that I wrote. Not some arbitrary other thing that I would love to have. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. Wait, where's this music coming from? What is that?
Me.
Did you put on Jeopardy? That's
Yeah.
brilliant. That's brilliant.
All right, let's
All right.
let's confer. What do you
Okay,
got?
we're conferring.
Okay.
Nice.
Solid. This is solid,
He's
except for
gonna
my
get
mind
it.
I
shit.
think we got this.
He's-
I think we got this.
He's
Jeff, you can look.
gonna get it.
Dressing?
Yes.
I mean, you're in the
What
correct
kind
area.
of dressing?
Oh, really? They had to get specific? What was it? Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar.
What was yours, Gary?
Crouton. Mine are always the worst.
It was good. I mean, we really
No,
got the
it's
kind
good.
of salad that was
Yeah.
needed
Yeah.
there.
If
that
we
was
had the
actually-
ingredients,
I should have.
then-
Yeah.
I should have put that together.
Okay, Justin, look away. Give us a
Looking
number from
down.
1
All
to 5.
right, all right, all right.
Give me a 3.
All right, we might be able to do this.
Which one? Number what?
3. Number 3.
Oh. Okay. Justin doesn't get this. We are revoking his citizenship. From his son.
All right, Caesar.
Yeah, Jeff, you Roman bastard. All right, when everyone has a word, let me know.
All right, I got one.
You got a word, Ahmed?
I hope
Think
I
you do.
spelled it right.
All right, let's show our words. Oh shit!
Oh no!
Ahmed, me and you are eliminated.
Oh, how can you guys? That was the easiest. That was like the most obvious thing ever.
Okay, Justin, you can look at Jeff's clue because Ahmed and I
Shit.
killed ourselves. This is a great clue.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so the obvious answer is
It is
the
obvious.
game that he played. And
Which
that
is?
would be hockey.
Woo! We finally got a winner. We don't have to deport you. Yes.
Ahmed
No, you
and I
don't.
both guessed puck.
Yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
think like maybe no one will do the obvious one.
One of you should have been like slap shot.
Slap shot.
Ahmed,
Yeah.
look away.
That was it. You got it with Gretzky. Gretzky was the right
Great
answer.
one.
That was great.
Give us a
That was
number,
great.
Ahmed, between 1 and 5. Ahmed, we can't hear you.
4.
4. Fuck. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's existential because I'm good with the existential stuff. I was certain Puck would land me with a disqualification, but I answered Puck anyway. What
Why
does
would
that
it
say
be-
about me as a person?
Wouldn't disqualify you.
I knew it was going to lead to failure.
I hoped it wouldn't. But
Does
I
it have
don't.
to be
Agent
an
of
actual
chaos.
word?
No,
Like, how do you mean?
Can I? I'm always trying to break the rules. Can I? Okay, I'll just write it out.
yeah.
If you want to add punctuation to it, the answer is no. You can't.
If I can't read it, then we're stuck.
If you want to make up a word that doesn't technically exist, but it's still one word, I'm gonna say yes.
Word. You're gonna say word.
It's too long to fit on my page. I'll go with an actual word.
I want to know what this is after.
It wouldn't help that much, I don't think.
Everybody there?
Ready with a word? Don't
Let's
look
do it.
yet, Ahmed, okay?
I'm not looking.
We're conferring.
I'm diligently not looking.
Oh,
this could work.
yeah. Okay.
This dude,
Hold on. Let me figure out my logic.
I'm gonna get this. I gotta get this.
you're gonna get.
If I don't get this, then I am
Yeah,
a
I can
Canadian.
do this. Okay. You can look, Ahmed.
I'm relegated to Cuba. Oh shit. Picasso?
Yes!
Ah.
You got it.
Nice.
Way to go.
did it! I'm not a
Yeah. We have
Canadian.
2 winners.
Yes.
Wait, now is it Gary's turn and that's it?
I think so. Ahmed, do you have
We're
another one
on
for
to
me?
Gary.
Yeah, I got another one for you. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Thank you so much.
This one. Okay, pick a number from 1 to 5. Can you guys see
Minimize
that?
this window.
Wait, it's gonna
sorry,
get all it's gonna dicey.
Give
Yeah,
me
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
three.
Go.
Three.
He said 3.
Can
3.
you see that? I can see
Yeah.
3. Can
I
you
Gary
see
can't
that?
see it.
Barely.
I can't see it.
Oh.
No, I'm
For anyone who can't
you're
see
off
it
my
right
screen
now,
here. I
He's
can't
not
see
supposed to see it.
I'm not.
Oh,
wow.
You're off my screen.
Okay.
He's off the screen. All
Did you guys get
Anyone
that?
who can't see it,
Got
that's
it.
what it is.
Got
Yeah,
it. Yep, I
okay,
got it.
okay.
I thought it said something else.
I can't imagine what that word might be. Oh, one word, right?
Is that Dragon Force?
Yeah.
I hope so. Let us
Okay, I got another
One word?
rule breaking question.
Ask it.
If there's a number in the title, can I say that? Can I
Can you
add
write a
the
word
number?
and a number?
Yeah. It's like technically
sounds
part
like
of the
another
same word.
Let me see. Here's what invalid clues are, right? Mystery word but written differently. Mystery word written in a foreign language. A word from the same family as a mystery word. An inverted word. Phonetically identical. So fine. Yeah. Let's put the number in.
Okay.
You know what? It's too easy. It's too easy then.
Okay.
I was just curious. Thank you.
These are such psychopathic guitar lines in these songs.
This dude has a bizarre rivalry with this guy that I watched, Davey.
Davey 504.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
Really? I love Dave. Hey, okay.
No,
did
no,
you
I
guys
love it.
know,
I just
though-
think the rivalry's bizarre.
Did you guys know that they actually play slow and speed it up for the recording?
Really? I imagine it would be harder to do
Dragon Force?
Yeah.
that. No.
That sucks.
Maybe for the rhythm, but not for the lead.
Yeah.
But they play it live.
Sweet pick.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they weren't practiced enough when they put the album out. I don't know.
I need.
I don't know. Maybe I heard it somewhere. Maybe it's bullshit. But that's what I heard.
That sounds like a lot of work for some engineer. Some poor
Y'all's got-
engineer.
Y'all's got words. Words.
I got a word.
We got word. I got
We
word.
gotta check it. We gotta check it with each other.
I got a word, but I don't know if it's a word.
Okay, let's see it.
Brilliant.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
Is that
Okay.
a word? Can I say that?
okay.
Is that a word?
Yeah, I
That-
think we're good.
What's
I
it
think
made
we
up
are
of?
good. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I
Go
think we're
ahead,
good.
Aaron.
Ahmed.
Open your
Okay.
eyes.
Does it? Let's say LAS. Was Las Vegas?
Yes.
Airport? Vegas.
Yeah!
Everyone won except me. Good job,
She
guys.
did my way to
Feel
pick
the
wrong.
brain meld. Feel it.
You had a
Don't worry.
harder one than we had, I think.
I don't know. I think you guys you spelled
Caesar
it
was
out.
tougher. Caesar was.
I wonder if the algorithm is going to hear Dragon Force. The algorithm's going to hear
Oh,
Dragon Force and
I
cancel
think
us.
the algorithm will just be
Do you
distracted
guys want to
by
play
whores.
spets? Do you guys want to play specific and pick out Dragon Force within the like the misery of our chat? I think I feel like it might not, but maybe
Just
one day it
the
will.
only algorithm out there that's sole purpose is to
To
detect
know,
Dragon
like
Force.
that's
Let's just,
Dragon Force, but
we should
voice
title the
messed
video
up by
then,
like
Our review of Dragon Force Through the Fire and Flames. It's good. Now
Yeah.
we've done a review. So
Yeah,
it's
There we
saying the
go.
word Dragon Force. We've helped
Yes,
the
that is
AI
our review.
discover. It's
I like it.
My review not as good as Dream Theater.
Oh, I agree.
I don't like Dream Theater, but
I saw a video online of someone who put every Dragon Force song on top of one another, and it kind of almost sounded coherent. It was just like they're still fucking great. But it's just
if I don't like Dreams or Theater, does that mean I don't like Dream Theater?
I don't know.
probably not, but maybe. Maybe. Dream Theater fucking
do-
awesome. Train of Thought is one of the best albums ever made.
Really,
I love it.
I do like their drummer, Mike
Portnoy,
Portnoy, yep.
but he's not anymore, which is sad. He's not anymore. I think they fell out.
Oh, I thought you meant like he got a sex change or something.
Michelle Portnoy. No, he's as far as I know, he's still Mike Portnoy,
Okay.
but he's not in the band anymore, which sucks.
Oh,
because he's so good.
Okay, well, R.I.P. Dream Theater, R.I.P. Dragon Force played at Tempo, and you guys, it was an awesome show today. Thank you so much. It actually went longer than we thought it was going to because we were dicking around so much.
We thought it would, yeah.
Well,
the interview went great. Jamie Hawke on the show again. Check out his Kickstarter and his other projects. A lot of great stuff coming from Jamie Hawke.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Do it.
Don't forget to pick up Supers 8 when it comes out. And we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching us, and have a good night.
Bye.